Hello and welcome to another one of my videos. I haven't put a video out in some time. It's end of year accounts, tax season. It's always kind of hard for me to put videos out because mentally I find it a very draining process. That is what it is. I do have some wonderful things to show you today. A lot of variety. You're in for a treat, I feel. So let's get into it. I was offered two lots of 1 gram bars. There was 100 grams and there was 33 loose ones. I've subsequently sold 18. To highlight how sticky the market is, how much gridlock there is, I listed these at 62.50 a gram plus post, and I traded out 16 and I've sold 2. I think that says what you need to know about the current state of affairs. Now that doesn't really bother me. I bought these with an ulterior motive, so the world in my mind is going into a difficult place. It has been for a while. I think it's getting more protectionist. I think there's going to be more geopolitical instability. That's not me saying that to kind of sell items. At the end of the day, these will get sold or they won't. If they don't get sold, I'll happily keep them in prepper fashion. I'm not a prepper, but I think it wouldn't go amiss to have 1 grams in, and also silver dimes. I'm trying to get my hands on some of them, but cash flow permitting. So yeah, these haven't really sold. The market, I feel they think it's gone up too high. I personally don't believe that rhetoric. I think that it's going to go higher myself. I will put a caveat there. My gold position is a lot lower than it used to be. I've moved into paper gold. Those of you who watch my channel, you know I'm a big seller of discount postage these days. The reason I moved it over is because the margins are better, and I think where times are tougher, more people are looking to save. And with gold, there's been so many robberies that I'd rather just buy it and trade it and put a small amount in the bank vault. You know, just slowly stack it for a rainy day rather than being very heavy on stock. And that's the rationale for the 1 grams. If anyone is interested in them, they're 62.50 each plus post. It's not a sales channel, but I often find I get countless messages asking, so I might as well just put it out there. It is what it is. Now, I said I traded 16 of these. I ended up getting 2 shield backs for that. AU58, so an 1872, and there's also an 1873. Now, I put 550 on these. I think they're nice coins. I wouldn't shy away from AU55 and up. I don't have a problem buying. I think it's year dependent. I don't think they're bad coins. Some people just want MS coins. There was an MS 64 plus I saw at auction. I think that went for, I think it was 1250. It might have been 1300, but it went cheap. I think it should have been a £1,500 coin personally. Had I had more money in the coffers, I would have bid it further. But you know, I've just shelled out a lot of money on stamps. I've shelled out a lot of money on sending coins for grading. So that's those 2 coins. Again, I don't have a problem with AU58s. If these don't sell, you know, I'm in these for 500 quid a pop. So that tells you everything you need to know. Now, if you can get it for, I think it was 510. I haven't checked the current spot price, but if you can buy them for 510 or better, you're essentially getting them for spot plus grading, which I don't think you can go wrong. Originally, I offered the gentleman a cash offer, and I just said to him, I don't have the money in the coffers, so the offer's going to reflect that, and then we end up doing a trade. So he was happy to trade, I was happy to trade, but the cash offer was a bit lean. I do appreciate that. When I messaged him, I said, look, it is a bit lean. I think he declined it respectfully. He was just like, okay, it's not for me, but the money wasn't in the coffer to offer more. Right, let's put those there. I did some auction bidding. I won this. I probably slightly overpaid for this. Rush of blood to the head. Even the pros don't always get it right, you know. I'm probably going to lose 10, 15 quid on this. It's an absolutely fantastic coin though. It's a 1926 South Africa. I won 6 things at auction, but only 3 of them are left. There was that. There was this. Now this I've priced at 97% spot. If anyone wants cheap gold, this is at 97%. This come in super cheap. I actually think it's a nice coin. It's a weird one though, because it's bimetallic. Some people just don't like the bimetallic coins because you can't even send them to melt really. They're a pain. Well, you can, but they're a pain. I like that design. I'm pretty sure that's the building in Melbourne. Oh, I could be making out because it's got a P, which would indicate Perth. But that looks like it looks like the building in Melbourne. I don't know if anyone's ever been there. You got the old minting house. It's on the corner, or opposite the train station. There's a lovely park next to it. Don't ask me how I remember that. Can't remember what I ate last night, but I can tell you about things 5 years ago. Fantastic. I got this, which isn't gold or silver, but this was an absolute steal. This is a 2002 base set Vatican Euro set. Now these I've seen go for between 250 to 400 quid. Oh, that's what they're listed for. There's not really much give on them. They're very rare sets. They're very hard to come by. I've had one of these on my radar for maybe 10 years. This is one of the few sets that I wanted to buy that wasn't gold or silver. I'd probably sell it for 200. I didn't pay 200. I was the only bidder at auction. Unfortunately, I was the only bidder at auction. So you got John Paul II. Very sought after sets in the right circles. Vatican collectibles tend to do well. I've also got a full book of Vatican stamps, which, fantastic for me. I had a load of coins come in. They've mainly gone for grading. I said 16 off. Lovely sovereign. Couldn't make this up though. Lovely sovereign, right? They're both 1926 South Africas. Don't know how that's happened. They're both lovely. They're both very high mintage coins. Now, if I was to sell this isn't included. I've got a load of these and the boxes. They're high-end boxes. I'm just going to ping the boxes off for a bit of excess cash flow, so the coin would be a bit loose. There was some proof sovereigns. I sent in most of them. So there was 2 batches of kind of proof coins. In terms of pricing, I haven't even looked at the pricing yet. I think they need a bit of conservation. Let's have a look. Yeah, this one's got a slight finger mark near the horse's mouth. Oh, by the back as well, it's got a smudge. Now that's resolvable. That's not a problem. It's whether it's got scratches or not. I'll never have a problem with coins like that. Now you could ask, there we go. That's why I didn't send it in. So this one's got, you see it? So by the Queen's neck. There we go. Now for me, this would be a sport proof really. Is that resolvable? I don't think so. That's why I didn't send it off for grading. It doesn't matter. I paid spot on it because of it. Typically, if something's... and there goes the grams. That's going to be fun. If something is has got issues on it, I will price it accordingly when buying. I think this one's also got issues. Now there was 4 other proofs I did send off for grading, so it wasn't all bad. That looks like residue by the sword. Yeah, that's not a scratch. Let's check the other side. This one looks okay. I think that will come up a treat with a bit of conservation myself. I've actually seen coins like this come up 70s. More than you'd believe. Conservation really can dramatically affect a coin. Doesn't mean, I'm not saying, there's going to be people saying, oh Sean, you're saying they're getting 70s and I'm sending these coins off and I'm not getting them. There's always going to be a lot of casualties when you're grading. I send a lot of coins in, a fairly consistent amount of coins, and more times than not, you know, it does pay for itself. So this coin I'd probably sell for a bit more. The other coin, you know, I'd say is a sport proof. This one just needs conservation, which is not a problem. That's probably it for today. I do have some coins coming back from grading. I do need to thank the lovely Connie as she sent me a Sovereign t-shirt, which I will show you ASAP. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next one.